Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Early Morning Barking, talking about BPD and NPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, do the bell thing that I'm supposed to ask you to do. I don't know what that is. I don't do that for other channels. I don't expect you to do it for me. And thank you to all my Patreon supporters who are awesome. We now have a Patreon Discord, which has got a few people in it, and it's been awesome so far. Come on over and talk to us. It's been really good. I'm enjoying that a lot. Kind of makes me feel like I've got friends. So, today, the significance of sex, right? In this particular case, it's kind of more important to cover what I'm not talking about, right? Because I'm not here to rag on anybody's sex life and what they do and what they like. That's not it. And I'm not here to talk about stuff like sex not being important in a relationship, because it is. And all of that stuff. I'm also not here to talk about anything I've been up to or done or anything like that. So don't get your hopes up there. If you haven't seen my last video, you should go and watch it. That's the porn addiction one, because what I'm talking about today is the effect of that on me coming out of it. And not only that, but the effect of NPD specifically on all of that, because it played a major role. Now, when I was deep in the throes of porn addiction, that's a low point, right? That's as low as it gets. And when you're at a low point, that's when NPD kicks in and starts telling you what you should be doing, what you should be feeling, how great you are, all these other kinds of things. And when you mix that with your entire sexuality being replaced with pornography, you end up putting such a massive weight on the importance of sex. Like it's something you should be striving to do all the time, because that's the ideal thing, isn't it? I mean, if we could all do anything all we want, we'd all just be fucking all the time. And that's the state of mind that you get into. And what I found is what that does is that reduces sex to a recreational activity, which is fine, right? Sex as a recreational activity in and of itself is okay. I'm not here to tell anybody that what they do is wrong or anything like that. However, the key word in all of that is only, right? It's only recreational. And what I learned is that in all that time of having no sex life, it wasn't the sex that I was missing. I thought it was, right? I thought it was, because I thought that having a lot of sex was what you were supposed to do, what you were supposed to aim for. I had that porn battering my brain almost 24/7. And something else that occurs to me is that NPD is usually caused by a PTSD trauma level event in late adolescence. And when we go through things like that, we tend to freeze at least certain parts of our maturity in that particular period of our lives. And for me, that period of my life was sort of 15 to 18-ish, right? And so I feel sort of stuck there. Like, sex became a thing to be bragged about, like teenagers. right? Like secondary school kids bragging about what they think they got up to with their girlfriend at a party on Friday night and shit like that. And it's sort of that attitude that if you're doing this, then you're somehow cooler, better, more attractive, whatever, sort of stuck with me. And I placed too much emphasis on the act of sex, on that recreational, on that narcissism, that if I'm doing this, I must be fucking awesome, right? If I can fuck loads of women, I must be so hot. That must make me just so fucking awesome. And no. That whole attitude. While recreational sex can be part of your life in a healthy, happy way, there's also intimacy. What you might call making love. Being close to someone, sharing the physicality of being entwined in somebody and just loving them and experiencing them. And how much more important that is than just fucking, than whatever we watch in porn. Because we don't watch porn that is a nice thing, right? This other stuff. We don't, because it's fucking boring to look at. You watch horrific stuff in porn that no one would let you do in real life because it's fucking horrific. And the good stuff gets lost. And you end up, when you're trying to fix things, chasing the wrong thing and getting too caught up in the wrong thing and getting angry about not having this thing because you feel you should. You feel that that is something that is missing from your life, that life should be like that and it's not there. I'm angry about that. And that whole attitude, if you're in a relationship, just brings a bigger divide and drags you apart. And, well, it's just horrible. That moment when you realize what it is you actually crave, what it is you actually need. You'd forgotten about it. You'd forgotten about the much more intimate, closer, loving side of sexuality. That really important side. It was all gone and it was taken up by, but we've got to fuck. We've got to have orgies and fuck and do all these other things and all of this. There's room to do all that. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, if that's what you do, it's fine. I'm not knocking that in the slightest, but I think even especially those of you who are into all of this stuff would totally agree with me that the other side is vastly important and not to be forgotten or neglected, and a healthy balance is required. But needing that narcissistic hit, needing that boost to feel attractive, to feel sexy, to feel powerful, to feel what I call big dick energy, that confidence, that power, all of that, that urge is there. And it comes with the narcissism. It comes with that. And it's not sexual narcissism, which is still an entirely different thing that we have to discuss. And even in all of this, I don't think I've experienced any of that. It's a very negative thing. It's about being coercive and pressuring people and reacting badly to things. Sexual narcissism is a very bad thing, and I don't think that applies to, say, people in the kink community. I really don't. Must do a video on that. I need to read up on it, though. It's one of those things. It's easier talking about stuff I've been through and I've experienced because I know kind of what I'm talking about with it. But that other one, no. But it's easy to get caught up in what you think you should be doing, in what you think is cool. And you don't stop to think, what do you really want? Having both is important, I think. Or at least having the intimacy bit. I don't know. You don't have to have all the other crazy stuff, do you? Most people are just normal. But get your priorities right. Make sure you're doing things that you actually want to do with a person you actually want to do them with. Have that feeling of a meaningful connection, because it's something special and wonderful, and all the sex in the world doesn't replace it. Kind of wanted to end this week on a bit more of an upbeat thing. Is that upbeat? Go and find somebody you really love. There you go. Anyway, you take care. I'll see you later. Bye.